Group B Rally, one of the most intense motorsports of its time, with brands like Audi, Lancia, Peugeot, Mazda, Ferrari and many others. Numerous amounts of spectators' deaths per year and many more injured, yet they continued for 4 years. Starting in 1982, the first person to win in Group B Manufacturers' World Championship title was a woman driver by the name of Michèle Newton.
If I have some emotion, of course it's the noise of the Quattro. I mean, nobody can forget the noise. Even today, I think we miss this kind of noise.
She was a runner-up to Walter Röhrl in his Opel Ascona 400, winning the Drivers' World Championship.
Is Walter Röhrl having his first outing for the new Rothmans Opel Rally team? The big question is, has the Audi's traction advantage been nullified by the weather, and can the two-wheel drive Opels now match their German opposition?
Popularity of the sport was gaining traction rapidly, as it was and still is an amazing sport, giving the speed thrill not only to the drivers, but the crowd who would stand centimetres away from the flying cars. Often blood and sometimes fingers were found on the cars after the races, as spectators found it an even bigger thrill to try and touch the car as they went by. Spectators were always on the edge of the track and even in the way of the track, which made mistakes in the sport not just fatal for the drivers, but very fatal for the crowd of people watching in every possible spot of the perimeter of the track, which is why when mistakes happened, like in the 1986 Portugal race involving Joaquim Santos driving the Ford RS200, it crashed into a crowd and injured just above 30 people, killed 3 other spectators. This and many other reasons was why Group B Rally was put off for the 1987 season and replaced with Group A, which had much more strict limits on power, weight, technology, and this was all to ensure a greater controlled and more affordable competition. Group B Rally events would occur all across Europe in France, Portugal, Finland, Greece, Italy, the UK and Monte Carlo. Within Rally, there are stages in which the rally cars will have to travel from one race course to the other within a certain time period. Otherwise, they could get penalised and have points taken off for being too soon or too late. Because they are on public roads, they must abide by the laws of the road, which means if they get to the next rally stage too soon, that would mean they went faster than the speed limit and would have points redacted from their team. Each rally event consists of many special stages that are timed. The total time for all stages determines the winner of the rally. There aren't any awards for being the fastest driver on one stage, but the final stage, called the Wolf Power stage, can grant extra points for the top 5 fastest drivers. 1983. In this year, Lancia decided to continue their obsolete rear-wheel drive on their cars, irrelevant of the 1982 tyranny from all the four-wheel drive Audi Quattro. This was because they wanted to make a race car that would beat the Audi Quattro on the tarmac, but then fall behind on the dirt and snow roads. Because of this, Lancia had some tricks up their sleeve. When the time came for the snow stages of the rally, the Audi Quattro was a superior car with no doubt, so the Lancia team, Cesare Fioria, the manager, said the roads were unsafe for the public and suggested salting the roads for the safety of everyone else. But in fact, it was mainly to help the Lancia win the snow stages by putting on snow tyres at the start of the stage, which made none of the other teams suspicious of their plan. Along the stage, the Lancia team had a tyre replacement crew along the way and had the Lancia 037 rally car change their snow-studded tyres to slicks so that it would have greater grip on the salted roads that wouldn't have any or little amounts of snow and would then have the fastest time on the rally stages. Lancia ended up winning the World Rally Constructors' Championship in 1983 and historically being the last ever rear-wheel drive car to win a title in rally. Walter Röhrl played a huge part in the victory of Lancia, as he was their driver for the Lancia 037, but for only his favoured courses. This rivalry between Lancia and Audi was historic and was even made into a film called Race for Glory, which is about how the Lancia team won the 1983 Constructors' World Championship.
#1 TV sport in the world. We're joined by Lancia team manager Cesare Fioria. Rallying is like a war, and I'm the commander of an army.
There was also a short film called Group B with Richard Madden from Game of Thrones.
Three minutes to go.
In 1984, Audi won overall winning drivers and construction titles, whilst a new rival, the Peugeot 205 T16, had come into play, which then went on to winning the 1985 and 86 World Rally Championship drivers and constructors title, which means Peugeot was the last brand to win in Group B and the only one to win for consecutive years. Crowd control. It's much better in modern rally as it has clearly defined safe spectator zones, trained marshals directing crowds, safety cars sweeping the stage to ensure it's clear before competitors start. Key features include strict rules about standing locations, behind natural obstacles, elevated positions, and designated areas. Visual cues like tape and signs, and a clear incident response plan involving immediate notification of marshals, which ensures that there won't be anything that will happen in the previous years. The death of Henry Toivonen was another crash which to this day hasn't been properly explained. Because of the raging fire that left his Lancia Delta S4 in a charred state, this crash in Tour de Corse and the Portugal Rally crash involving Joaquim Santos in the Ford RS200 was the final catalyst for the FIA, Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, to ban the Group B rally for the 1987 season, therefore being the end of the Group B series, but not its glory.